Hello students, this is a video on the QA topic tests available on Bodhee Prep. The idea of these tests is that once you've gone through the basic concepts for a topic, you'd want to check whether you are able to solve those questions in an exam or not. So after covering the concepts, you go through these tests. With every test, there is a video which tells you a brief analysis and gives you the solutions for the questions in the test. More than 200 such topic tests are available on the Bodhee Prep Android app. The link for the app is in the description below. So make sure you download the app and make the most of these tests. This video is on coordinate geometry. This is the third test that we're discussing. The overall test was about moderate level of difficulty and 6 questions net correct out of 10 in about 20 to 21 minutes would give you a 95 percentile in an equivalent actual exam. If you look at the questions, the first question says, y is equal to 3x plus 7 by 4. Y is equal to 3x plus 7 by 4 is a line. Intersects the circle x square plus y square is equal to 25 at A, B, and C, D. These are the coordinates of the points where the intersection happens. So a circle with radius 5, x square plus y square is equal to r square. 3x plus 7 by 4 is y. So if you put x is 0, y will be 7 by 4. Somewhere here, if y is 0, x will be minus 4. So a line which might look something like this. We have to find the intersection or the coordinates of these 2 points. Again, all we do is we substitute y in the second equation, and therefore we get x square plus 3x plus 7 by 4 whole square, which is y, is equal to 25. We will get a quadratic in x, which we will solve to get the x coordinates, which will be a and c. From there, substituting the value of x, we'll get the 2 values of y, which will be b and d. We have to find the sum of absolute values of integers. So if we solve this, I am saying 4 square is 16 multiplying throughout. So 16x square plus 3x plus 7 whole square is equal to 25 into 16, which will be 400. 16x square plus 9x square plus 49 plus 3x square, 7 square, 7 is 21 to 42x is equal to 400. So 25x square plus 42x minus 151. 1, 5, 6, 7, 351, 8, 9 is equal to 0. Now if we factorize 351, 117, so 351 becomes 13 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 25, which is 5 into 5. So we're looking for two numbers which have a product of this negative products and a difference of 42. 65, 5, 3, 15, 15 and 9 will not work. We need a difference of 2. 7 and 2 work out. 9, 3, 27. 25, 3, 75. 3, 9, 20, 39. 39 into 3. 75 and 117 will be 42. So 25x square plus minus 75x plus 117x minus 351 is equal to 0. Taking 25x common, x minus 3 plus 117 into x minus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, x or 25x plus 117 into x minus 3 is 0. Therefore, x is either equal to minus 117 by 25 or x is equal to 3. So let A have the value minus 117 by 25. This is A. We will find corresponding B, and let C be equal to 3. Now we substitute 3 here. We will get y is equal to 3. Y is equal to 3 into 3 plus 7 by 4. So 9 plus 7, 16 by 4. Y will come out to 4. This becomes a value D. For 117 minus 117 by 25, 3 into minus 117 by 25 plus 7 by 4. This becomes y is equal to minus 351 plus 7 to the 14, 35, 175 upon 25 into 400. Clearly, this will not be integral. We are looking for integral values only. What is the sum of the integral values? So the sum of the integral values will be 3 and 4. Option A, 7 becomes the answer. I'd say a moderate to difficult level question in the sense that calculations involved are a little bit difficult. 2 to 2.5 minutes to solve. A circle is tangent to the y-axis at point 02. So if this is the point 02, it passes through point 80. The circle touches here. Obviously, we'll cut the x-axis, therefore pass eventually from 80. This is the circle. We have to find the radius of the circle. Now, suppose the center of the circle is at point AB. And the radius of the circle is r. What we can say is the the equation of the circle will be x minus a square plus y minus b square is equal to r square. This will be the equation of the circle. Now we know that this point is 2, and therefore we can say, since this line will be perpendicular to the x-axis, radius, tangent being perpendicular, so we can say b will have a value of 2 because it is in the straight line of 0, 2. So this becomes x minus a square plus y minus 2 square is equal to r square. This becomes the equation of the circle. Now we know that the circle passes through point 80. So if we substitute 8 and 0 instead of x and y, we'll get 8 minus a square plus minus 2 square is equal to r square, which means 64 minus 16a plus a square plus 4 is equal to r square. This is one equation that we will get. Also, we can see here that from this point center to the point of tangency will be the radius. This radius will be the same length as the value of x here, which is a. So we can also say that the radius of this circle will be a. And therefore, r should be equal to, substitute a square here. So this becomes 64 minus 16a plus a square plus 4. Radius of the circle will be a square as well. A square cancel. So 68. This is 16, not 61. Uh, 68 is equal to 16a, or a is equal to 68 by 16 divided by 4, 17 by 4. A is equal to the radius, so the radius of the circle will be 17 by 4. I will call this question probably a difficult question because identifying the value of AB is the challenge. Once that happens, the equation is simple to go forward with. But identifying AB could be a challenge up front. Where ABCD has sides of length 4 units. So we have a square ABCD. M is the midpoint of CD. This is M. The side was of length 4, so this will be 2, this will be 2. A circle with radius 2 and center M. So if we take this as center and draw a radius of 2, the circle will pass through C and D exactly. This kind of a circle we will get. This circle intersects with a circle of radius for center A. So from center A, We are taking radius for it, so it will pass from D and B. Exactly. And these two circles intersect at P, that is given. So these two circles intersected P and D respectively. What is the distance of P from AD? This distance to be calculated. Now this outrightly looks to be a geometry question, but a coordinate geometry will be a more efficient way to solve this question. For example, what we do is we take this as the y-axis, this is the x-axis. D becomes the origin 0, 0. So we'll find the equation of the smaller circle and the larger circle, and therefore we'll be able to find the coordinates of P. From there, we'll find the distance of P from AD. Now, for the larger circle, the center, for the smaller circle, the center is at 2, 0, and therefore this becomes x minus 2 square plus y square is equal to radius square, which is 2 square, or x square plus 4x minus 4x plus 4 minus 4x plus y square is equal to 4, and therefore the net equation that we get is x square minus 4x plus y square is equal to 0. This is the equation for the smaller circle. For the larger circle, the center will be at 0, 4, because D is the origin. This is the y-axis. So x plus y minus 4 whole square is equal to 4 square. So x square plus y square plus 16 minus 4 to the 8y is equal to 16, and therefore equation net becomes x square plus y square minus 8y. This is equal to 0, because it becomes the equation of the second circle. So we try to now find out the value of x and y for which they will have the same values or intersection points. I subtract second from the first. X square minus x square 0, y square minus y square 0, minus 4x plus 8y is left, which is 0, which means 4x is equal to 8y, x is equal to 2y. Now substitute this value in any of the equations. I'm putting it in the second equation, x square plus y square minus 8y is 0. Since x is equal to 2y, so this becomes 2y square plus y square minus 8y is equal to 0, which means 4y square, 5y square minus 8y is equal to 0, which means 5y square is equal to 8y. There are two solutions possible. Either y is equal to 0. If that is not the case, y and y cancel. Y will be equal to 8 by 5. If y is equal to 0, x is equal to 2y, x will be 0 as well. Here x will be 8 to the 16 by 5. So the intersection points will be 0, 0, which we already know, and P, which will have coordinates 16 by 5, comma 8 by 5. We have to find the distance of P from the y-axis. It will simply be the value of the x coordinate, which is 16 by 5, and that becomes my answer. In terms of level of difficulty, it's a difficult question if you're trying to solve it using geometry, but application of coordinate makes it a lot easier. About 2.5 minutes to solve. Distance between the points x1, y1, z1 and x2, y2, z2. 3D instead of 2D is closest to which integer? The distance is simply root of x1 minus x2 square plus y1 minus y2 square plus z1 minus z2 square. This is root of minus 5 minus 7 minus 12 square, 4 minus minus 5. So 4 plus 5, 9 square, minus 2 minus 6, minus 8, minus 8 square. This is nothing but 144 plus 81 plus 64. This is 144, 145, 289. Therefore, root of 289, which would be 17. That becomes the answer. Option C. Again, easy question, just the application of formula. About a minute and a half to solve. Line B has equation 2x minus y is 7. Find the equation of line which is perpendicular to B, passes through 2, 3. The equation of the slope of this line B is, this can be written as y is equal to 2x minus 7. y on this side, 7 on this side. So the slope of B is 2. Since A is perpendicular to A, so the slope of A should be minus 1 by 2, because for perpendicular lines, product of slope is minus 1. Minus 1 by 2. As you can see here, the slope will be 2y is equal to x minus 13, or y is equal to x by 2. Minus slope is 1 by 2. So this is not the answer. Similarly, this will not be the answer. We're looking at these two. Here the slope will be minus 1 by 2, because in both cases we'll write 2y is equal to minus x plus 8, or 2y is equal to minus x plus 13. And therefore here y is equal to minus x by 2, which is slope of minus 1 by 2. Here also y is equal to minus x by 2, so slope of minus 1 by 2. But a has to pass through 2, 3 as well. If we put x is 2 and y is 3, this becomes 2 plus 6, which is 13, not equal with 6 plus 2 is 8, which is not 13. So this will not pass through 2, 3. Hence, the answer becomes B. Again, easy questions looking at the slope and the point, therefore, about 1.5 minutes to solve. Points A, B, and P have coordinates 2, 3, 8, 12, and xy. If point P is on the line AB, so we have A, we have B. A has coordinates 2, 3, B has coordinates 8, 12. There is P somewhere here having coordinates x, y. AP is to PB is 2 is to 3. We have to find the value of xy. So basically P divides AB in the ratio m is to n, or 2 is to 3, and therefore x will be nothing but m into x2, 2 into 8, plus n into x1 upon m plus n. Y will be direct formula of point dividing a line, m into y2 plus n into y1 upon m plus n. So 8 to the 16 plus 6, 22 by 5. Y will be 24 plus 9, 33 by 5. And therefore x by y will be nothing but 22 upon 33, 5 and 5 cancel, or 2 by 3 becomes the answer, option C. Again, easy question, not more than a minute and a half to solve, because it is just application of one direct formula. Consider the circle x square plus y square is equal to 25. So the radius r square is 25, radius is 5. So this becomes my circle centered at the origin, radius 5. A line is tangent to the circle at point 3, 4. Suppose something like this. This is 3, 4 tangent. So this will be perpendicular. What is the area enclosed by the triangles formed by the x-axis, y-axis, and this tangent? This triangle AOB, for example, is to be found out. Let this point be C. We can find out the equation of line AB. Suppose equation of line AB is y is equal to mx plus c. Now, the slope for this line can be derived from the line joining OC. Slope of OC will be y1 minus, this is 0, 0, origin, y1 minus x1, y1 minus y2 upon x1 minus x2. Therefore, slope of AB should be minus 3 by 4, because these two lines are perpendicular. For perpendicular lines, the product of slope should be minus 1. If this is 4 by 3, this is minus 3 by 4. This becomes y is equal to minus 3 by 4 x plus c. Also, this line passes to 3 and 4. So if we put the value of x as y as 4 and x as 3, it should satisfy this equation. So we get c as 4 plus 9 by 4. 3 3s are 9 on the right hand side, which is 45 by 4. And therefore the net equation becomes y is equal to minus 3x by 4 plus 45 by 4 multiply 4y plus 3x is equal to 45. This becomes the equation of the line. What will be the x-intercept therefore? If we put y is equal to 0, we will get x as 45 by 3, which is 15. What will be the y-intercept? If we put x as 0, we'll get y as 45 by 4. And therefore this base here becomes 15. This height here becomes 45 by 4. Sorry. This is 25, not 45. What am I doing? Major calculation error. 4 4 is 16 plus 9, 25, not 36 plus 9. So this will be 25, this will be 25, now it is okay. So here we'll have 25 by 3, and here we'll have 25 by. So this base is 25 by 3, this height is 25 by 4, and therefore area will be nothing but half base 25 by 3 into height 25 by 4, which will give us as the answer is 625 upon 24. Option B. Basically, if I draw a line like this, the y coordinate becomes the height, the x coordinate becomes the base. Half x into y is the area. So 625 by 4. I think moderate difficulty, 2 to 2.5 minutes should be good enough to answer the question. Point A is the midpoint of MO. M and O have coordinates -2, 5, 3, 3 respectively. What are the sum of the coordinates of point A? MO -2, 5, 3, 3 is the midpoint will be given by -2 by 3 plus 2, 5 plus 3 by, so 5 plus 3 by 2, x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, which is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, 4. What are the sum of coordinates? 4 plus half, which is 9 by 2 becomes the answer. Again, easy question, about a minute and a half to solve. The distance from x2 to minus 5x is 13. Find the product of possible values of x. The distance formula will be given by x minus 5. So x plus 5 square, x1 minus x2 plus y1 minus y2 square. Under root of this is the distance, which is given as 13. So square on both sides. X square plus 25 plus 10x plus x square plus 4 minus 4x is equal to 169. 25, 4, 10x, 4x. 2x square, 10, 4, 6x, 25, 4, 29, this is 169. Minus 140 is equal to 0. X square plus 3x minus 70 is equal to 0. Find the product of all possible values of x. Suppose the possible value of x here are alpha and beta. Product of alpha and beta is nothing but the product of roots, which is minus 70 in this case. Option A becomes the answer. Again, I am saying moderate because in the end, there might always be the inclination to go and find the roots of x, and then you realize that is not required. But overall, the attempt time should not be more than about a minute and a half to 2 minutes. A quadrilateral has vertices -3, -1, 1, 7, 5, 5, 1, -3. What is the most precise name for the quadrilateral? I'm just drawing the quadrilateral. Let us see whether we get any relationship A, B, C, D. This is -3, -1. This is 1, 7, 5, 5, 1, -3. So let us first look at the angles or the slope of the line. The slope of this line will be y1 minus y2, which is 8, upon x1 minus x2, which is 4. So the slope of the line here is 2. The slope of BC, x1 minus x2, which is 2 upon y1 minus y2, which is -4. So -1 by 2. Since the product of these two lines is -1 slope, so these two are perpendicular. Similarly, if you look here, y1 minus y2, which is 8, upon y1 minus y2, which is 4. So the slope is 2. Since the slope of these two lines is same, so they are two parallel lines. Lastly, this one, -3 minus -1, so -2 upon 1 minus -3. So 4 or -1 by 2. The slope of these two lines is same, so these two are also parallel. Also, the slope of these two lines has a product of -1, so they are perpendicular. So clearly, opposite sides are parallel and perpendicular, which means it is a parallelogram with angle 90 degree. So parallelogram is not the best name. Rhombus is not a very good name. it'll either be a rectangle or a square because one of the angles is, or all the angles are 90 degree. Now we look at the sides which are adjacent. The length of AB, for example, AB will be minus 3 minus 1 whole squared minus 3 plus minus 1 minus 7 whole squared minus 3 minus 1 minus 1 minus 7. So this becomes root of 416 plus 64, root 80. We look at the length of BC, 5 minus 1 plus 5 minus 7. 5 minus 1, 5 minus 7. So root of 16 plus root of 2, 4, root 20. Adjacent sides are not equal, so this is not a square. The best possible answer is a rectangle. Again, this question I would say is a easy to moderate question because the concept is simple. Look for the slope, see whether it is the lines are parallel. If parallel, are they 90 degree, and if 90 degree, or the length of the adjacent side. So three things are to be checked, about 2 to 2.5 minutes to solve. If you look at the overall test, therefore, overall a moderate sort of a paper, net 6 questions required in 20 minutes. So basically we'll be trying to eliminate the difficult questions, just trying to do the easy ones. For me, my 6 questions will be 1, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Which are these? Counting this one, because at the end of it is just solving 2 equations. This again may or may not happen every single time, so not counting this one. Some amount of geometry, understanding of coordinate required. This one again, in the examination, a lot of times you're not even able to see that coordinate is a better way to solve. So not counting this as a sure shot question. This was the easiest of all the questions in this paper. Again, this is also not very difficult to solve, should have been done. Basic application of one single formula. This may or may not happen every single time, so not counting it as a sure shot question. This one again, just putting a single formula and that should be good enough. So definitely attempting. This should have been solved. One quadratic is what all we had to solve here. This one again, depending on the time. Since I'm saying I'm looking to do 6 questions in 21 minutes, I might not attempt this because I would have found 6 other questions in the time limit. So my attempt will be 1, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9.